welcome back to our discussion about speaking voice limiters. And the limiter we are talking about is the tendency of the voice to crack when you're speaking. One of the most obvious reasons why this happens is lack of vocal exercise. We don't think about it very much, but the voice, the vocal cords, are muscles. And like every other muscle, it requires constant exercise to be kept, in good shape. You can compare using your voice a lot for public speaking, like every day speaking for hours or giving presentations or teaching or all of that. You can compare that to really running a marathon. You would never dream of going and participating in the New York Marathon without training, without preparing yourself, without, running more and more and more and getting used to it so that you get there prepared. But when it comes to speaking, because we've been speaking all our lives, we feel that, I just had to open my mouth and speak. But if you think about it, the amount of effort and stress that you put on your voice when you speak for that long, that consistently every day and on, and that's part of your job, that's something to be taken into consideration. So when you prepare yourself for your talks and work on your content and all that, also give some time and energy to preparing your voice. And this is something that you should do every day, just on a regular basis to keep your voice in good shape, but also warm up your voice before you actually give a talk. And it's like warming up your legs before you start running or stretching or whatever. So there's a number of exercises that you can learn that, deal with different aspects of vocal production that are very important for speaking, but you should at least give some time every day. If this is what you do on a regular basis, you should give it some time. And also to really not just develop the voice, which is very important, but also to keep and maintain a certain, let's say, vocal fitness, that you need to have in order to be speaking. So one very simple exercise that I can suggest just off the top of my head, and you can find more in the video description, in the links in the video description, is simply you can hum just holding a note like that, and relaxing the throat, and make sure that you breathe like we talked about in another video. Breathe correctly with your belly muscles. Don't use the upper chest. Just inhale. Give the voice that nice support it needs from your abdomen, from your diaphragm. And then open and relax. Even just doing this allows the voice to be warmed up in a gentle way, in a smooth way that makes your sound more present, more full, more resonant, and it just takes away a lot of preoccupation about how your voice will sound. A lot of insecurity in speaking actually comes from not being sure whether we can rely on our voices or not. If our voice responds and it's a robust, beautiful, strong instrument, what we convey has a lot more magnetism, and we convey an energy of confidence that otherwise might not necessarily be there. So a good sound is important, not just to maintain your vocal apparatus in good shape, but also for the kind of impression, the kind of energy, the kind of inspiration that you convey to your audience. So follow those links below. You can find different places, my website and a course and everything, where you can learn more about how different exercises that you can do, and personally I think you should do if you're a speaker every day, or at least consistently, in order to develop and maintain a good voice for your talks.